is Blacks on the Beat.
There's a reason why I call you the lioness. Yeah, go 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 go. Get it can call you go see me. I am a lady. From childbirth, mama risk her life for me. Mama no go sleep because she won't make her sleep. Ntetu rana yase mama no na kukum. Onage kwe kamu tatamu. Ibere ya dinana okwa makamu. Onebe chukwu kike gosi huamo. Mama ezigbo nne mfọrọ n'anya m. Nneọma nne mara obi nwa ya. Ụmụada, I stand attention. We are thankful, we are very very grateful. Ụmụada, unada namba biko. Chukwu kike biko chekwezi nunu. Ụmụada, Biafra chemonu. Ụmụada furu obodo ananya. Onye nwelu nunu nwere mmadụ. Onye ji nunu jifenu. Iya ibia sele. Ọchalugo sele. Iya ibia sele. Ọchalugo sele. Umuada, the backbone of Prime Minister Mazi Simon Eba. They brought in a sex energy when the chiefs were down to fulfill the prophecy of Mazi Nandekano. When the women steps into our freedom fight, we should know that Biafra is here. Hey, hey! Lekene mama, the leader.
The black man. Watch what you say. Bad man, we gonna be proud where you come from. Send him message across the nation. Tell you all the children of rising sun. Say I'm original Biafran. I'm original Biafran. Send my message across the nation. Tell you all the children of rising sun. Say I'm original Biafran. Yeah, I'm original Biafran. I want to tell my not chawago. Oh, Hamadi can live, not potato. Apollo Sian, man, no medigo. Obodo na da yaki delugo. Mwa jofi, man, no kuligo. Mwa na mo, no kuligo. Tipo kikapia, man, video god. Nde sapotu us in the Michigan. Ancestors indeed, bona salugo. If you're not north and west, also erosion. I'm original Biafran. I'm original Biafran. We're gonna be proud where you come from. Send the message across the nation. Tell you all the children of rising sun. Say I'm original Biafran. I'm original Biafran. Send my message across the nation. Tell you all the children of rising sun. Say I'm original Biafran. Yeah, I'm original Biafran.
I said I don't want to see this, but this is Biafra land, and the school belongs to Biafra people, and the people going to the school are Biafrans. This is no more the flag we make use of. We have our flag. Where is the flag of Biafra? This one we need them.
After removing it, you replace it with Biafra flag.
Yeah, let me have it this way. The Biafra flag. Bow to the mount.
Go back where you were. Okay.
Yeah, this is what we make use of. This is Biafra flag. And we are in Biafra land in Anambra. So we need our flag anywhere. That is in Biafra land. So it has been replaced with the Biafra flag. That's what we need.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we're making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Yes, so my people, we are all welcome this wonderful evening, this wonderful hour, this wonderful time. Anyway, you are watching us from, you're welcome. This Biafra Republic Government in Exile Media Information and Communication. This is John Broadcast today, coming to you from the desk of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Yes, we come. I want us to remember that our leader Mazen Dekano is still in the hands of the enemy, and we are still doing everything possible to make sure say they deliver for us. And I want us to remember that we will have somebody that speaks for us, our mouthpiece, the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Prime Minister, by name Mazi Simon Ekpa, one of Biafra land. He is our mouthpiece. We must all listen to him. And I want us to remember that the Biafra government in exile have some people where they inside the government, where they work with them, and everything the way they see them now is falling in line. So we must try and listen. This sit at home that is where they come now. This sit at home where they come. We must try to spread the news. Any way they hear them from, try and make people understand why we must sit at home. Today they are killing our people. Today they carry their fighter jet, everything, about 50 truckloads of military personnel. They did for Biafra land. They shoot gun. They do so. They throw bomb. This on residential, civilian residential areas. In the name they are looking for some people. But this evening we don't come. We go discuss them. We go make you see the reason why freedom by all means, because if you say you no go look for freedom, now be the worst. They will come at you for road. So you're welcome this evening. Now maybe you go. Biafra Voice 247 TV, and with me in the studio this evening, members of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile Information, and I have my information minister by the name Mazi Sonny Akbarawa. I have my honorable deputy Mazi Rafaela Jere, and I have my honorable minister Mazi Shik Survivor. I will start the introduction with Mazi Shik Survivor. Mazi Shik Survivor, you have the microphone.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother 247. I appreciate you. Thank you for the welcome. I appreciate my minister in our midst. I thank you so much for your good job. Deputy, I appreciate you. I thank you also for your good job. Fellow Biafran that are watching far and wide, I appreciate every one of you. I thank you for participating today and joining us. Please, I beg you to kindly like and share. Don't forget, the radical evangelism is still on. Wherever you are part of the media. Share this very program and let it go viral. The message that is coming is very important. We are heading to a very critical time, a time that you cannot afford to lose any information. We must all pay attention. I use this opportunity to appreciate our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is doing a marvelous work, and all the members of the cabinet. I appreciate all the members of Omada, and more especially our Supreme Leader, Mazi Dekano, wherever he is. I appreciate him, and I pray that Chukwu Gabian will keep him for us and bring him back to us very, very soon, as Chukwu Gabian had promised. Thank you all for coming. Please stay tuned and listen to us and get the information firsthand from this very media. Thank you.
They will. Pastor Vam, you have the microphone.
Thank you, my ministers in the house, my honorable minister for information, and my own able ministers also with us tonight. I appreciate you. I greet you, fellow Biafrans. These are very, very vital and very important season. You know, when the attacks are increasing on us, then we should look up and see our redemption drawing near. I'm telling you, our redemption is really very, very near. And so this is the time to buckle up. It is not the time to be weak. It's not the time to throw in the towel. It's not a time to complain. It's a time to strategize more and more. I'm telling you, This is the time, Mazen, I'm trying to tell you that you will go into your spirit, inside you, and bring that thing that God used to create you and make you watch in Eke. That sets you apart from the rest. Because you are a special breed as a Biafran. So that's what we are here to remind you of. And let us not forget, we are here to stamp on our seat at home, our 1 week seat at home. Remember, we told them if they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, there's no argument. So I don't need to start my own preaching yet until we open the section. Let us move. Thank you, my fellow comrades.
They will. Chooks, I don't know whether now your fan they make noise or something like that.
Yes, that's fan that is hitting on the speaker.
If now your fan, put them for back. See as I put my own if you feel, or you put them like this by the side.
Okay, maybe not my own. Wait.
Papa said don't be own. If you put them for front, you go to disturb. Well, Biafrans, we move, and we have the big fish in the house, our Honorable Minister, Mazi Sode Akparawa. You have the microphone.
Thank you, Mazi. The sound is coming from Mazi Chuk's side. We can check on his microphone.
Okay, that not be my own then, because I don't hear the sound.
Okay, dear friends, we salute you all, and to all my ministers in the house, I salute you guys, because without you guys making sure we fire on and keep it burning, oh man, the zoo would have swallowed the awareness of the Biafran people. So with all protocols duly observed, and with recognition to our PM and our leader, by my anchor of today, we say to all Biafrans, welcome to this very broadcast. Join us and get a cup of coffee as we give you bare, without any clothes. That's all we'll explain the thing give you. Thank you, Mazi, and thank you for having me.
There were. So today, we go look inside the matter, inside everything that matters to us. So many things that happen for our land. First of all, I want to make we understand that if you no join hand to fight for this freedom, thinking say they go love you, they go make you friends, they go save you. I want you to understand that there is no amount of sacrifice or love you show to these people that will make them see you as a friend or as a family. They will always see you as a threat. They will always see you as an enemy. They will always see you as an infidel. And they will always do everything to keep you or get you out of their way. If all of us remember this, our Mazi, this man here, we all know him. He's Allen Onyema, AP's director, or whether a coordinator they do there, me I don't know. Anyway, now the AP's Allen Onyema, now I get the AP's. You know how in the walk, anywhere where anything happen, you go run, badam, you go do am free of charge. You don't go China, go pack Nigerian score, go Russia, go pack, go Ukraine, go nowhere. Any incident, even spend the money. All this thing he did do am to making sure say Nigeria see am as one person will be one good Nigeria, and what did he do for Niger Delta? That one another one. But today they are frustrating him, and he has been crying out. And this is the same man that come out to tell you, I don't believe in separation of Nigeria. I believe in one good Nigeria, and we can make it. We are going to make it. We will build a one beautiful big nation. We are strong enough to make it. Today, I want make we look this man. Make we see what in the complaint. Let us listen to him.
He said EPIS doesn't have capacity. The same EPIS, when the entire world shut down during the lockdown in 2020 because of COVID-19, EPIS went to China on 3 occasions, bringing back Nigerians. That is a 14-15 hours non-stop flight, deploying our 777s to go ahead to bring Nigerians back to their homeland proudly 3 times, yet APIS doesn't have capacity. APIS went to India 12 times, bringing Nigerians. Most Nigerians that went to India didn't have money to even pay Ethiopia to bring them back. I deployed my jets. APIS deployed our jets. We went there, and those we brought back, later put it in a newspaper to thank us. We brought them back to their country free of charge. We did 12 sorties to India, yet APIS doesn't have capacity. APIS went to Thailand, brought Nigerians back. APIS doesn't have capacity. APIS went to Malaysia, brought Nigerians back. APIS doesn't have capacity. APIS went to Indonesia, brought Nigerians back. They don't have capacity. In Malaysia, Indonesia, Nigerians went to the embassy, almost attacked everybody because they were stranded. APIS deployed, went there and brought them back. APIS went to South Africa during COVID, brought Nigerians back. APIS also went to England, to the UK, brought Nigerians back, went on a second one. The UK authorities say, oh no, you don't come again. They cancelled whatever they gave us, the permit they gave us. I paid for Nigerians, I hired an a European carrier to bring them back. The federal government of Nigeria praised APIS for doing that, for love of country. We did others. We don't have capacity. During xenophobic attacks, Nigerians were being killed. Nigerian shops were being raided. Nigerians were being dehumanized in South Africa. I felt bad. He had told some people that it was a public stunt. Which kind of public stunt? This is how I've been. I have to be proud of myself, if not said, in this country. Without Allen Onyema, maybe Boko Haram would have been a child's play. What happened in Niger Delta? I brought up myself. I initiated the program with my own funds, brought the entire University of Rhode Island Center for Nonviolence and Peace Studies, paying hundreds of millions, bringing the entire faculty here to train and transform militants with my own money. I was doing it for several years, from 2005 to 2008. Until Yaradua came and asked me and Libe, who is this Alan Onyema? I have a security report that this guy is decimating militancy. And they brought me. The rest is history today. I've always contributed to the well-being of this country. And all I get from some government officials as this kind of thing, they do all sorts of things, fight you from different angles. And this is what is happening. Yet we don't have capacity. APIS doesn't have capacity. We deployed our 777s, went to South Africa, rescued Nigerians during xenophobic attacks. On 2 occasions, Nigerians worked tall during that period. Nigeria as a nation was respected worldwide for what APIS did on their behalf. Nigerians felt proud. You needed to see. Why did I break down inside the plane when they arrived? Yes, you saw me crying inside the aircraft. It was because I saw another woman carrying a child, and the woman was praying for me and saying, see, it was an Igbo guy that was carrying, she lost a child in South Africa, that if you didn't come, maybe I would have died, and that, see, an Igbo guy was helping her to carry the other baby all the way from South Africa. They were all clinging to each other. They were singing national anthem. Nigeria became one. This is what we are using APIS to do in the country. It's not about money. When you come to APIS, it's mini Nigeria. We don't discriminate. I've trained Northerners, Southerners, Southwest, Southeast, giving them a meaningful employment, not just the minimum wage in APIS is about 50,000 for cleaners. And we are in support of this present government of Ahmed Bola Tinubu. We address our staff. We told them, support this removal of subsidy. We are going to support you. And beginning this month, we are going to dish out palliatives to our staff in support of the government. This is what we've been doing. And the Minister of Government came out there and said, we don't have capacity. And we did all this. And recently, we deployed to Sudan. We deployed to Sudan to bring back Nigerians free of charge. Yet we don't have capacity. Where was Ethiopia? Did Ethiopia do that? I'm going to come to Ethiopia. Ethiopia wanted what they are doing now with the national carrier. They wanted to do it with me for love of country. I turned it down. April 10, 2019, in a letter. They came to me. They wanted APIS to collaborate with them. They took us to Addis Ababa. We signed MOU. And they said in the MOU, we need to push out Gulf carriers. I said, no problem. Mind you, I'm very proud of what Ethiopia has achieved. as an airline. They're the pride of Africa. I like what they've achieved, no doubt. So we try to collaborate. Then when we got to the nitty-gritty of the meeting, what they wanted was to come into this place, do local flying, then use Epis Consign to fly the whole world, about 150 basa, while paying me royalties, paying Epis royalties. I said, where does I would have been getting millions of dollars, and one of them joked, Alan, you don't need to be buying planes again, nothing. I said, where does this leave my country? In the letter I wrote to them, I said, where does this leave my nation, Nigeria? You will destroy the jobs in Nigeria. You will kill the other airlines. No, sir, please. You will kill the other airlines in Nigeria. And Epis will be growing. Airline and Epis will be swimming in millions of dollars. So we rejected it in a letter. It's documented. And it's in you. Boeing is in my office now for the delivery of our 737 MAX, which is costing over $1 billion. The E2s from Embraer that we've started receiving is costing about $1 billion. 5 of them have entered Nigeria. Ethiopia is bringing nothing, and they are going to earn 49% of your country's wealth.
But I don't go clap for them. Parrot the West Happy sing.
Hey, the rich men of Biafra land have spoken. Trying to develop one Nigeria and make one Nigeria be better.
The crying prophet, the crying rich man, crying for Nigeria.
You see, when Master Nandikalu they tell them, say that place where they go, road no there. They say I sabi pass. And the old be say, you never till now, all the thing when they do, you never agree say there is nothing like one Nigeria. He say, I believe there is one Nigeria. I believe there is unity. I believe there is a good Nigeria.
Where does he leave my country, Nigeria? Where does he leave my country? My country, Nigeria. Where does he leave us?
Hey, Baba, you have the mic. Maybe we'll start from you.
The only point I want to quickly make now, because I know we have a short time before Mother will come and take over the scene.
Baba, now you go to keep the time. You have 3 minutes.
Okay, 3 minutes. Thank you very much. You see, this man, he said he saw somebody crying. And then he was very quick to identify that the person he saw crying that made him himself to break into tears was a northerner. A northerner. So now he brings to his cognizance that these northerners are the people that have always shown displeasure towards him. The same people he is doing good to, he is doing good to that people. But he fails to admit the fact that every effort you have made so far to belong, that they keep spitting on your face. They keep telling you don't belong. They keep telling you there's no way for you here. They keep telling you, I better forget, you be in Yamini, and then you are crying. The people that have cried before you, they are there. They cried, and none of them, they bebe. Mbazulike cried, so he came to the impostor and told him, look, release our son. Let this be my last wish. He did everything. The impostor told him, no problem, I will do. If the court agree, I will do. Mbazulike was still alive. He was still alive. Oh, Koro. The court told everybody that Mazin Nnamdi is not a criminal. He has not done anything. Release him. Under his eyes, Koro, he was still alive. And they denied him that his crime and his plea. And the man, he did his last cry and he gave up the ghost and went to the land beyond. This idiot Okoko here is still crying for one Nigeria. Don't worry, continue crying. We will come to Eba de Ligi. Okay, we'll swallow them and then we'll go to the river. And Wafia, my time is up.
No, Massachusetts.
Thank you, my beloved brother. You see, when I see these people, these are the people that claim to be intellectuals. But when you see them, you wonder where they are coming from. It is so sad that these people, even when the truth is staring at their face, they force us to believe falsehood. Look at him complaining. You see, the Fulanese are people who pursue their project, even if it takes billions of years, they pursue it. But some of us, we pursue our own 2 days and we forget about it. Have you forgotten the interview that was granted to Tafawa Balewa? When the BBC man was interviewing Tafawa Balewa, he said that they will not choose you. Instead of choosing you, they will go outside and choose somebody, except the person is not fitting. Then they will now choose you on contract. And when it comes to the issue of the Biafran Igbo Biafra mainly, you have no place in the Zoological Republic. Take it or leave it. And for them that say that they're intellectuals, go and check from history. Every time a Biafra make a move to save Nigeria, what it brings back to us is death. Every time you make a move to save Nigeria, it will bring death. Check from the beginning. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe went there to go and bring independence. What did they do? They gave him a ceremonial presidency and they relegated him to the background. Look at our brother, Kaduna Nzogu. He wanted to go on a revolution to secure Nigeria. They termed it Igbo coup. Look at our eternal leader, Dim Odumegwu. Dim Odumegwu told them about restructuring. Instead of accepting it, they brought death upon us. They brought war and killed 5 million. That very thing that Dim Odumegwu saw years ago is what they are asking for today, in the present day. Look at our eternal leader. Look at our leader, Supreme Leader Mazin Nandekanu. Mazin Nandekanu even told them, oh yeah, go and get the restructuring. Bring it, let Biafrans see. If they like it, they take it. What did they do? They went and brought Python dance. Every time a Biafran make a move to save Nigeria, it will bring death. There's no truth about it. And it is so, I don't know why they find it difficult to learn. And they claim to be intellectuals. They claim to be brave men. Why is it that the people of Biafra who are supposed to be brave, who wear Isiago, have suddenly become the most cowardized people you can see in Nigeria? Formerly, they say Odudu as a coward. But I can tell you, if you want to know the original meaning of coward, an example of coward, go and look at mainly the Igbo intellectuals, those who call themselves elders. They are the typical example of cowards. Look at them, brandishing Isiago. Ago is known for bravery. That's close alone. That you don't have to say sorry to anybody. You dare not say sorry to anybody.
Make I help you small. See them for here. See where they give them. See
them.
They
kill us with laugh here.
You see where they sit down, choose. You see where they keep them for ground, though.
It's so sad. It's so sad. And look at them. Even when they are sitting on the ground, they are still wearing Isiago.
Hey, Arrow.
What a shame.
Arrow.
Insulting everything that we stand for. That clothes alone is supposed to remind you that you must not beg. Just like some of them who come and beg, they beg the man to come and free Mazen and they can beg. Why begging for what? For your right. Thank you, my beloved brother.
Hey, may God have mercy on us. Okay, battle cry. You are just coming in. I don't know if you have names of anything we are saying here. Or if you don't, just introduce yourself, greet Biafrans, then maybe you will join the trend.
Yes. Somehow, good evening, Biafrans. I thank you all again for having me in the show. I greet Pastor Van from VAM, Good Survivor, and Donny Abarawa. God bless all of you for your resilience and consistency. And we must get Biafra, all help Biafra, everywhere worldwide. Yes, from the commission of Pastor Van Bam, I just have a clue about what has been discussed or something like compared with one survivor have said. Yesterday, after listening to the rebroadcast of our leader, which the one both of us did, I felt very bad. So, when we listen to something immediately, we don't just dilute it, we just hang it on the periphery. But after which, when we listen again, more revelation comes, and we start downloading a lot of things. So I just felt bad listening to that, comparing what that ambassador went to the Southeast, met UIM, saying that they're bringing development in the Southeast. You see, this is a pure scam, okay? If it's bringing development in the Southeast, are they going to bring their embassy in the Southeast? Number one thing, if they are truly honest with us. But bringing their embassy in the Southeast would be very difficult for them because if they do it, Southeast will have a rapid development. That's not going to be possible. Another second thing again, I wanted to say if I was there, I would be in the spirit and enter one of the Ohanes and Igbo and use him to talk to or ask that guy whether is he not aware that his own citizen was kidnapped from Kenya and renditioned to Nigeria and has been tortured and held captive in a solitary confinement for 2 years or more than 2 years. Is he not aware? What kind of development is coming to bring in the Southeast that is bigger than releasing his own citizens? In the same country, you want to bring a development. He's aware that his own citizen is being held in that country, unlawfully. What other development is he bringing? So he allowed the country that held the citizen captive unjustly, unlawfully, and they want to bring development for them. I don't know whether these people are thinking. I don't know whether our people are reasoning. Okay? So if you want to bring development, they give him Isiago and everything, and he won. And he want to bring development to the people that kidnap his own citizens. These people, do they think they are talking to fools? They are not talking to fools. So there's no way they can convince us that they are bringing development in the Southeast. Another final thing I want to submit here is that if they say they want to bring development in the Southeast, if the Southeast is not hardworking generation or hardworking race, Igbo themselves are not hardworking race, who are the nation builders in the Damnable Zoological Republic? Is it not Southeast? What other development is he bringing in the Southeast other than bringing his own embassy in the Southeast? Why is he not bringing his own embassy in the Southeast as an icon of development? You cannot do that. Thank you very much.
The Mazi Sonny, are you there or na your photo? Okay. Well, that Onyema, I see him, I listen to him. I laugh. I say, how many times this Mugu go come complain or cry for social media? Every time they come complain. Do you know there was a time this particular Allen Onyema came to social media, to Channel News, I believe, with Abati brother and friend. He said that most of his airlines are grounded. Then Abati asked him why. He said because when they have a problem that they need to purchase a pass. For instance, if this thing now spoiled for aeroplane and they need to buy this thing, he cannot go and buy it without the aviation minister signing. And if this thing is being sold for, let's say, 2 million naira, aviation minister will buy it for 2 million and tell him to pay 10 million. And it's not that he will just go and buy it and bring. If Allen Onyema want to buy this, it might take him 1 week to buy it and fix it, and the aeroplane will begin to work again. But the aviation minister, it will take him like 3 months to 6 months to buy it and give to Allen to fix. He don't have free hand to maintain his own airline, his own aeroplane. You don't get free hand to manage him. If they cry, I look at, I say, look at this one. See, the thing I say, you don't get capacity to fly international airport, to international aeroplane, to make your airline international. You don't get capacity. But let me the can't. Capacity, I go China carry. Capacity, I go Ethiopia carry. Capacity, I go Burkina Faso. The capacity, I go Brando Polo. But no part of the world where this man never used in airline the go carry. But the thing I say, you don't get capacity to be licensed international, to the go international. Mazi Prime Minister, carry your microphone, Jare. Mazi Minister, no be Prime Minister.
Thank you to our ministers in the house again and to all Biafrans. You know, say, Allen Onyema was enumerating all the goodness that APs have done to one Nigeria, so as to get praises and to see that they will include them in the scheme of things. The one Nigeria do what?
They give away the supposed to give us now. They give us one Nigeria share.
They give us one Nigeria share from the backside of the occupant. It's very shameful. Now, before I say anything about these foolish people, let us call it another. There's another thing here, which another testimony that another one is giving us here. Please.
Some 4 or 5 months ago.
As you go, okay. Because we want to take and hand it over to them here.
The Sultanate wanted to jail Ahmadu Bello. In 1937, after he ran for the Sultanate against the grandfather of the present Sultan, they sued him to court in Guzo Magistrate Court for the non-payment of tax. Igbos contributed money. 8 Igbos, including my late father. 8 Igbos contributed £22 in 1937. Went to Lagos and got H.O. Davis, and some went on Isha and brought. In 1937, after he ran for the Sultanate against the grandfather of the present Sultan, they sued him to court in Guzo Magistrate Court for the non-payment of tax. Igbos contributed money. 8 Igbos, including my late father. 8 Igbos contributed £22 in 1937. Went to Lagos and got H.O. Davis, and some went on Isha and brought Ebuna. And they came to Guzo Magistrate Court and make sure that Ahmadu Bello was discharged. That was how.
Now, that is when.
Wait, you Mazi Novus, you get that music where they call sacrifice. I'm a sacrifice. After all sacrifice, I am crying now.
Oh. Okay. This is 1937. Ahmadu Bello was to be jailed or to finish inside there. We went and paid money to rescue Ahmadu Bello from inside prison. Now, in 1963, what then happened? Let us see what happened. This is the same Ahmadu Bello now. So that when we are telling the people here now, say, on our own that's small thing, they will understand. Okay, Masiko, you have it there.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on. Well, in the past, our people were not alive to their responsibilities, because you can see from our northernization policy that in 1952, when I came here, there weren't 10 northerners in our civil service here. Then I tried to have it northernized, and now all important posts are being held by northerners.
Is this policy of filling all key posts in the north solely with northerners and not with other Nigerians a temporary or a permanent one?
In actual fact, what it is a northerner first. If you can't get a northerner, then we take an expatriate like yourself on contract. If we can't, then we can employ another Nigerian, but on contract too. This is going to be permanent, I should say, as far as I can foresee, because it will be rather dangerous to see the number of boys who are now turning from all our learning institutions, coming out with having no work to do. I'm sure whichever government of the day might be it will feel rather embarrassed, and it might even lead to bloodshed.
Doesn't this damage the idea, sir, of all people in all regions in Nigeria being fellow citizens of one country?
Well, it might, but you are, I mean, new to our region, but how many northerners are employed in the east or in the west? The answer is no. And if there are, there may be 10 laborers employed only in the two regions.
What palace?
Thank you, Mazugo, for refreshing our memory. Now, the issue here is, in 1937, we contributed money to go and bail Ahmadu Bello from prison so that they will not kill him. Because we wanted to answer a good name as Easterner, as Igbo,
One Nigeria. We wanted to. Sorry, wait, excuse me. If you are saying we wanted to answer a good name, nobody will get the point. We want to be a one good Nigeria.
Okay. We want to be a good Nigerian who knows the right thing and do the right thing, and then want Nigeria to remain as one. That is in 1937. Oh. Then, after we brought out Ahmadu Bello that was going to die, then in 1963, it is Ahmadu Bello now that sit down and tell you that it must be northernization of this Nigeria. Don't consider any Igbo to do anything or allow him to be in power or to even get the job. If now Igbo man want to give the job or Biafran, he better say go give him to a foreigner. Not be pay him on contract. If we don't see foreigner, if we get another person from another side of the country, maybe Yoruba, then we'll see pay him on contract. But Easterner, no. Then he said another thing, that it is going to stay for a long time. And that long time that they said, it is happening today, that this northernization, northern affairs, is going to stay for a long time. Muslim ticket have been achieved, and we are saying it now. He said another thing again, that there is going to be uprising and bloodshed if the youth that they are putting in their schools finish their jihad studies and then come out and then see that we want to come and scuttle that idea of modernization, that there is going to be bloodshed. Now, what is happening today? So when we see these elders now that are telling us, one Nigeria, please go and remind them that in 1937, now we saved the head of Ahmadu Bello. Then in 1963, Ahmadu Bello was digging our own grave. And in this 2023, Buhari has been digging our grave. Shetima has been digging our grave. You can see all the evidences everywhere. It cannot take too much time. We just start, Mazi. Thank you.
You know, say now another topic you don't bring come now. That video, everybody go talk. Put Baba, me want talk.
Thank you very much. I want talk. You know, thank you, Mazi Sonny, our minister, for bringing that video up. Now, why I want to talk about that video is that video, as old as it is, it hasn't expired. You know why it has not expired? Because just a few weeks ago, another Fulani man repeated the same thing that man said. Not only did he repeat it, 1 week down the line, what they said, they are putting it into practice in Lagos. They are chasing Igbos. They are telling them that they are not wanted. How many of us have forgotten that the vice president now had an audio conversation with a Yoruba governor? It is the same thing that was said in this same video, this old video. Now the question is, who is the fool that we hear all these things and know that he is the one that is being discussed right from 1945, 1960-something, 1970-something, 1980-something, 1990-something, 2000 and something, and they are planning and telling you what they will do to you tomorrow. And you are sitting there, it is my Nigeria. Why would I do for my Nigeria? My one Nigeria, my dear Nigeria. Which mumu pass that one? Who do you this thing? They have told you that they don't want you. They don't care about you. You don't belong with them. The Nigeria is not for you and them. Okay, you say, I want to go. They don't let you go. Why can't you break away from them by force? So you want to die by force or what? I don't understand. You just want to kill yourself for nothing? These people you say you are dying for, they don't care about you. They don't care about you. Now, you join them in their army. My brother-in-law, now let me tell you, some of you that are Biafrans, you are in the military. Tell me which of the military, a Biafran military man, stays long as a general or gets to the top rank of the military. Now, in this recent time, my brother-in-law was very intelligent, one of the best in Nigerian Navy. He was growing very, very fast. When he got to the point he became a captain, from a captain, he was supposed to be a commodore. They were promoting him because he was passing all his exams. When they saw his intelligence, they took him to Abuja. Under 7 days, they poisoned him. They made his wife a widow. He just had a little boy of 3 years old that time. That boy is almost 18 years old now. The wife became a widow by 4 because he is an Igbo man, very intelligent, very smart. He was doing everything for Nigeria. They poisoned him. Check, every one of you that are Biafrans, that are going very fast, maybe they are not promoting you by your this, but you are going to school, passing your exam. And when you pass your promotional exam, they have no choice, they promote you. When they see that your promotion cannot be stopped by their whatever, they look for how to kill you because you are a Biafran. And you are still struggling to be one Nigeria. If you don't wake up now, smell the coffee, and join this Mazen Nnamdi Kanu team to set Biafra free, and join the Biafra Republic government in exile, the disciple of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa, to join us and set Biafra free once and for all. Now, we are going to watch you. Some of us are going to be by your graveside to mourn you. I rest my case.
Hey, Arrowman. Mazen choose.
My beloved brother, you see, Sonia, thank you so much for bringing out that video. You see, on that video, every problem that we have today is spelled out in the open. I thank Chukwu Okike Abịama for the present Biafrans that we have. Our fathers have been beaten to the extent that they have accepted slavery. And those of them that have accepted slavery have empowered, and they feel they are rich. They will continue to speak on languages that are not that when you hear it, you begin to wonder, are these people really Biafrans? Are they really Biafrans? Then when you look at that video, when you see that man speak, you begin to see the real Fulani man. And when this man is talking about northernization, it is not about all the northerners. It is about Fulanis. It is Fulanization. That northernization he used there is just a deceptive language. It is about Fulanization, not northernization. Because even in the north, they have succeeded in changing all the Hausa emirs. What you have there now are Fulani emirs. They are the one leading the north. So it is not about north, it is about them. And if there is something we will learn from this Fulani, I will beg every Biafran to learn something from these Fulani people. They pursue their project. They always have a project, and they pursue it. Come sun, come rain, for better, for worse. No matter how many years it takes. But what about us? We don't have a project. We don't have. It is only in this generation now that we are pursuing this Biafra. And even at this generation, some of us are still not hanging into it. Let me tell you, we have to go back and begin to learn something from them. Self-preservation is not a crime. We have to think about preserving ourselves. Put yourself first. Look at Donald Trump. Donald Trump came to the United Nations and he said, America first. I will put America first. You put your own country first. Why is it difficult for Biafrans to put themselves first? Why is it difficult for us to preserve ourselves? Even when you know they don't want you. Okay, some of us, we are talking about the military men. Did you remember that one of the best generals you have in the whole of Africa, one of the first and the best, was the Biafran? Aguiyi, what crime did he commit? He was only trying to salvage the so-called Nigeria. But today, after murdering Aguiyi, there is no stone laid everywhere to remember him. A well-trained soldier, a general in the field, not this by their promotion. There is no place they put a stone to remember Aguiyi today. Somebody they murdered. What crime did he commit? He never committed. He was even trying to salvage the so-called Nigeria. Even he joined them to stop the revolution. The revolution that Kaduna Zogu was carrying out to sanitize Nigeria. His own brother Aguiyi stopped it to strengthen Nigeria, and still yet they murdered him. No stone was laid everywhere. But look at the people that committed genocide. They put their name in their international airport. Look at the criminal like Sani Abacha. Sani Abacha is celebrated. Somebody like Sani Abacha still have a stadium to his name. And look at you. After seeing all these examples, you are there complaining. What have this Ellen Enyama done compared to these people I mentioned? This elderly men I mentioned their name. What has Ellen Enyama done? He was just doing his business. You are doing your business, making money. And we are now talking about people that have been sacrificed to salvage Nigeria and make it a place that everybody will inhabit. Yet they murdered them and they did not put any stone to remember them today. Look at the Niger Bridge. Somebody like Aguiyi is there that is forgotten. You are naming a Niger Bridge again in the name of somebody who hates you with all guts, and he doesn't hide it. Somebody that told you to your face, you are a dot. May Chukwu have mercy on all these people who call themselves your elders and whatever. I thank God for the generation we have today. Thank God for somebody like our Prime Minister who doesn't listen to all these clowns. He has an agenda, just like Mazen Nandekan, building on that foundation led by Mazen Nandekan. And I bet you our target must be gotten and Biafra will be safe. Thank you, my brother.
There you go. Yes. Let me add some more things before we cover the pot. Before we cover the pot, make I add some more Maggi or pepper. Ahmadu Bello's message. People who have speak English, where they say they spark ethnic bigotry, or ethnocentrism, or religious inflammation, or massacre, or genocide. I beg. That one no carry. Okay. When Aguiyi Ironsi took over power to try to make one Nigeria to become one, which because of that took his head, and over 1,000 of our gallant soldiers of the Eastern region were massacred because of his stupidity.
Exactly.
When he started removing his cabinet members, he removed Philip Effiong, and then he replaced with a Northerner. All was to do what? To make one Nigeria to work better. But how did it end up? It ended up with his head. Now, today, you don't hear any place that they say they should be celebrating Ojukwu or celebrating Ironsi, like Chuk Survivor said, as a national day in one Nigeria. No, you don't hear, but you hear Ahmadu Bello to be celebrated. This is Ahmadu Bello that we, Biafrans, saved his ass when they wanted to kill him in 1937. Then when he came out in 1963, he said they should finish all of us. We should not be given jobs. It is only a fool that will see that somebody that you are forcing yourself on is rejecting you. And then you are still trying to make the person to like you by fire, by force. The person will not like you and will not keep you, because this modernization agenda has been there long ago, and we should not overlook it. We thank God for the Biafran Republic government in Israel who are standing shoulder to shoulder with the Biafran people to make sure that MNK is released and Biafra is restored. Thank you, Mazi.
Mazi, thank you for that video, honestly, because in short, I need the 2 clips. I need them because those clips, they speak something where in short, they are the summary of everything we need to talk. Anybody will ask any question, just play the first one, play the second one, give up. You keep quiet.
The funny thing is that why is an Igbo man so stiff-necked? You know, have they swear for you that you cannot wake up? Now, they are using Igbo here, but every Biafran must understand that you are the one they are talking about. Even those of you Biafrans that are not the Igbo speaking, because no, Igbo is our general language. our general language from the Biafra side.
Mazeraf, wait. You see, when we are talking of this Igbo speaking, in Twitter, I think that was yesterday, we were telling people that when you want to come and they speak, you try and greet in your language. Do you know that almost all the people that come from Niger Delta to speak, me particularly, I understand that me I come on microphone, then they say, una say una no people, but I don't understand the waiting on the talk now. What it can be the different? Just small things, a tongue. We don't understand the difference between language and the how did they call them again? Just small thing. We are the same people. Sorry for interjecting now.
Yes, no, but the point I want to hit and make sure it drives home is this. Please, Umuchineke, Biafrans that are fighting for their freedom this year. Remember, we said this year. Because as far as heaven is concerned, our captivity must expire this year. It must expire. Because everything they have said, they have done. They have always done them against us. They have always targeted us. They have always done evil to us. We cannot continue to beg. Look, you are now begging for your life. Whereas whereby you can defend yourself and save your life. The people you are begging for your life, please, I want to be with you. They have already crossed their mind. Look at that video. They already crossed their mind that there is no way they can ever give you chance to live. And right now, power is in their hand. In that country you are fighting to save, the power of that country is in their hand. The more you are saying that you belong in that country, that means you are offering your life to them to do to you whatever they please. And what they please is to eliminate you. So why won't you join the people that will fight for you together, for you to be free? Because if you do not fight, they will eliminate you. So therefore, fight and save yourself. Remember, I don't know how to twist this word. COWARDS. That's what they are. Cowards. That's what they are. They're cowards. They can't face you face to face because you are strong. You guys are strong. When you confront them one-on-one, they run. That's why when they want to come and attack you, they come at night when you are slept. When they want to come and attack, they come to the people in the farm when you are farming. They cannot go and face our men. Just yesterday, it was 18-0 against them. 18-0. We they give them water. Then they run. They don't get power. They don't feel face you. People when they fear, why you they beg them? Why you they beg people when they fear? They want to eliminate you. You they beg them. And if you face them, they don't feel fight you. Face them and remove them on your way and get your freedom. Church Ambassador, thank you very much.
Ndewo Mazi. Ndewo. You see, there are some things that when we see like this, you go to imagine what is wrong with our people, within the warriors. Our people have been paying this price. If you begin to count the price now, if you begin to count this price, my brother, my sisters, because we have been killed, they don't tear the belly of our sisters, of our brothers, and they carry the pikin with the inside, cut them into pieces. We are talking acts of Delta State, where they say they be Delta State. There was a man called Ashuzie. At a time, military see come, what did they do? Any woman where they see, whether you get belly, whether you don't get belly, they go, aboki go funani go say, cut him belly, shake him, picking the inside. It go be another Ashuzie. And if mistakenly you are pregnant, they go command the fetus. If you like, you make it be like this. They go cut them, use leg, match them. They said they don't want another Ashuzie. All these histories we forgot because they wipe away history from our schools. Well, we are welcome. We will continue. Let's go over to the next.
Biafra Unite is in the house, huh?
Yeah, he was.
For 2 days running, the Nigerian military has been carrying out airstrikes in some part of Olu local government area of Imo State and Ihiala local government area of Anambra State, with over 50 truckload of soldiers and helicopters firing from the air and also using bombs.
Jesus Christ, so Jesus.
Other towns invaded are also Ihitiokwa, Lilu, Nkwere, Uda, Osu, Okwa, and some part of Ihiala villages going about their normal activities were drilled by the army. Reacting to the incident, the Nigerian Army 34 Artillery Brigade Obinze, Imo State, has confirmed that an ongoing joint military and police operation in Olu local government area of Imo State, and following an intelligence report on the existence and establishment of illegal camps allegedly built by suspected members of the IPOB Eastern Security Network. According to the Public Relations Officer 34 Artillery Brigade Obinze, Imo State, Lieutenant General Zubeiru Babatunde, said that some unknown armed men suspected to be members of the Eastern Security Network have built illegal training camps in the area with the intention of causing breach of security and destabilizing peace in the area. And to also ensure that there is no breakdown of law and order, the group of security operatives, including the Nigerian Army, Air Force, police and other security agencies, stormed the area to raid these illegal camps.
All right. Biafra Unite, are you there? Okay. We saw, we see, we hear, we look the video. You know, I saw this video. I feel like crying. I feel like shedding tears. I don't know. Because when would the talk say these people are fighting, we are in a war, but we don't understand them. People don't understand them. Because what we see now, what we see here now. Now for where people they live, you can hear the cry of little children. Trauma of waiting did they see. They therefore inside helicopters. Anyway, let me not finish everything. Biafra Unite, are you there? It's like he's having network problem. Okay, Mazi Chooks, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, you have the microphone.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate you once again. You see, just as you said, this is now a clear evidence to the whole world to show that the second Biafran war is now on. It has been activated openly. Because when you see those jets flying, you see cry of babies, you see cry of mothers. What else are you waiting for? What is that you want to see during war that you have not seen? And the most surprising thing is that this thing is happening in the most peaceful aspect of that contraption. All this while, when we saw lives being lost in Benue State, where we saw them using trailer to carry corpses of people, did you ever see one day when they told you that helicopter was on the air trying to comb that very area? Have you ever had such a thing? Even as we speak now, in some part of the north, something like Southern Kaduna have been bleeding up till this moment. Have you ever heard that the jets were on the top looking for those who are taking innocent lives? Never. But in Biafra land, even when we have not heard that the people they are chasing are fighting against it, we have not had any protest anywhere where the people in Biafra have protested and say ESN should leave. the people in Biafra have unanimously protested and say, we do not want a Bubago. That is the voice of the masses. We don't want a Bubago. All the states in the southeast came together and protested. And for the record, we have never had any protest in the north where they were protesting and say Hizbah should go. We know that the Hizbah in the north, even though they are not for the government, they even arrest the government police. In the southwest, you have the Moteku. We have seen our Moteku arrest the herdsmen. We have seen them even arrest cows. But what we see in Biafra land with the criminal security they form is destroying the lives and property of Biafran people using the man in the creek. And today, you see governors openly declaring war against their own people. That very declaration that Gowon did in 1967, today, the people that made the declaration is our governors. Gowon called it a military action. And 5 million were locked. Today, our governors have given their own name. What are they going to call their own? Police action against their own people. Against their own people. Meanwhile, in the area where we have the fourth most dangerous terrorist in the world, pronounced one that the whole world have recognized, we have never seen any day. Including Boko Haram, we have never seen any day, we have not seen any clip where they say, now military have risen up against Boko Haram to wipe them out. There's no clip to that, no news. But look at how they are using Biafran people to make a headline. Their conventional media is reporting it, and they are reporting it in such a manner that they support it. The Eastern Security Network that was formed was to secure our own people. Our Supreme Leader Mazen Nandekanu said it openly when he established the Eastern Security Network. Go and watch the statement he made before that. He said, this is a security outfit to secure our people, to save them from the hand of the terrorists and protect our farms. They were not established to fight the police, not to fight to the army, not to fight any individual, not to kill other people. And their operation is in the bushes. And from that time till date, they have stick on that very plan. But look at what is happening. And yet, when we come and tell you that you have no representation in the zoo, some of you still think you still keep yourself busy fighting against somebody who is fighting against you. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama will continue to keep our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa, whom Chukwu Okike Abiama have anointed through Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I pray that Chukwu Okike Abiama should keep him for us, and every Biafran should pray for him. Every Biafran should pray for him. If anything happens to our Prime Minister, in the next 1,000 years, you will remain a slave. I pray that nothing happens to him and our freedom comes in 2023. Thank you, my brother.
They were. You see, some people will come here to deceive others. This is not Mazi Simon Ekpa's news media. It's none of Biafra news media. This is Nigeria news window news. Nigeria window, where they follow through with that news against us. They are the same people that are telling you this. This is AIT. AIT don't air anything in favor of Biafra, have never aired anything in favor of Biafra, has never even covered or given any information in favor of Biafra. So you that is baboon there talking, I want you to know that this is not a Biafra news. This is Nigerian news. It's the good when we bring the news from Nigerian news media.
Exactly.
That is where, because when we bring the news from Nigerian news media, you don't say we are deceiving people. That is why I tell people that we are not bloggers. We are telling you the truth because we are freedom fighters. We are not encouraging violence. We are not encouraging or asking or promoting hate. No, but the truth must be told. So this is a pure news. Go to AIT News, you go see them there, they never delete them. And they have never told you that it's not their news or that it's a mistake. We are welcome again. Mazi Biafra United, are you good to go now? Okay, you don't even
Yes,
have.
yes, I'm here, bro.
Okay, okay. Okay, I don't know if you hit us well. If you didn't understand what we are saying, maybe you just greet Biafrans and listen again before you come.
Yeah, wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I want to say thank you all for joining us this very evening. Of course, you know that this is your live broadcast as the media hands of Biafra Republic government in exile are all here to do the needful, even though we are not complete. But you can see the people who are here are all professionals in this game. So I welcome you all. I'm a bit late, but it is better that we are here than not to be here. So I say, please stay tuned because we have so many things in the kitchen this very evening. And also, we will be hosting our defense minister with her team. So it's going to be a blockbuster night for all Biafrans. So wherever you are watching or listening us from, I want to encourage you to do the needful by liking and of course sharing the broadcast for every other Biafran who wishes to join to be, notified and join the broadcast. Thank you all my comrades. I want to say thank you for keeping it real. I also want to thank our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa and Omada, and of course the Eastern Security Network members, the Biafra Liberation Army, and I pray for our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that God in his infinity mercy will keep strengthening him until we get to our promised land. Thank you all as we move. Comrades, I will stay behind while I listen so that when I want to make my submission, I will be making sense given the topic at hand. Thank you.
Ndewo, my brother. Okay, I don't know. Okay, Mazi Shusu. Baba, are you there? Okay, my
Yes,
honorable.
I'm here. Even though my face is not showing, but I'm here.
Will they see photo?
Yeah, are they here?
Okay, okay.
But make my minister go first, then I'll come.
Okay, now. Mazi Sunday.
Okay, ndewo again. Be like say internet they carry our photo, they hang. Oh, I make me hang like that.
The only me I choose to when no get photo, na get photo, we get picture.
Okay. So now, there is something we need to let the Africans know first. From this very video that the Nigerian conventional media decides now to report the carnage in Biafra land. Mazi Chuks made a very good point that we have not seen them make these reports from what is happening in the north for how many years now. And they have not also been reporting what is happening in Biafra land before now. So what has made them to now decide to make the reportage? Mazugo, I beg no vex, refresh our people, their mind for the recruited terrorist leader. We go
Aso Rock.
We go Aso Rock after meeting with the Oga Patapata to give a public report now, a press conference that briefed the entire world. I don't send the screen. I send the screen for you.
Yes, Biafrans, there's something. Somebody is saying I'm a Biafran, but this is not a current video. Who do you want them to kill again for it to be current?
Maybe now in my mind, you want me to kill. When they
I
kill
wonder
Mama,
what is wrong with our people. Did it happen or did it not happen? You want it to happen today again before we come and tell you. People, you should be careful. We don't need current video again. We have seen it enough. We don't need any more current carnage. We don't need it again.
Okay.
Community and the whole of Nigerians. On security, I want to clearly say that there are full-scale wars going on in different parts of this country. In the southeast, the IPOB ESN is waging a full-scale war against the government of this country.
If you feel pause, I may pause.
On security, I want to clearly say that there are full-scale wars going on in different parts of this country. In the southeast, the IPOB ESN is waging a full-scale war against the government of this country.
Okay.
Waiting different from waiting in talk and the waiting this one, tell us.
Okay. That is what we want to ask their friends. Now, the question is, AIT has been existing since 1984. Channel Television has been existing since 1984. Arise TV has been existing since 1984. Which other station again? They plenty. They have been existing, and all the bloggers of One Nigeria, the journalists, you don't see them report the carnage ongoing. Need I remind Biafrans and lovers of freedom that Liar Mohammed summoned and sanctioned NBC, Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, that they should not allow any of the media houses to broadcast or to tell the world the carnage committed by the terrorists in One Nigeria.
Wow.
So this reportage is not going out. The contract money that was paid to the Fulani terrorists of 100 billion naira, which was advocated by ECOWAS every 2 years. So when you see them killing people, doing kidnapping, they are on contract of 2 years, signed by the government of Nigeria. So the question is, AIT, you people have existed. NTA, you people have existed, which is the oldest television that we watched when we were very small. When we hear pom 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 9 o'clock news, we come and line up to hear what is going to happen. They did not report anything. So now that they have seen that a terrorist leader that has been recruited has the courage to come and give a press briefing, when that man, that our chief was, Chief Dan Ulasi was talking before, he said that he is seated in the government house where we have the coat of arms of Nigeria, that is not speaking for himself. He is speaking for the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So he is now the Minister of Information for the terrorists to give you the scorecard of how far they are going and what they are planning and what has been done. So all the other media houses now, they are taking dressing from this video that was done in Aso Villa or Aso Rock, because that has given them the impetus. If the terrorist leader has been granted access to see the president and then is giving this official statement on behalf of the president's visit that they had with the president, hey, that means we can broadcast the news and make it to go far. You think that these people don't see all the videos that we post on Twitter? They see it, but they cannot carry it to make it to go viral. Why? Because NBC, Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation, will sanction them. So now they are picking on the nerves of what they have seen Tinubu done with Asari Dokubo. So we want them to continue, because they have seen more videos that are worse than this one. What they are using to report now is even very small. And the day that we will bombard the media with more videos and evidences, people will be running. I tell you guys that there are meetings that are held that you bring some videos to show the people that you are going to have meetings with. They start running away. They run away from the meeting because they cannot withstand the carnage, the horrific videos and images of little children being cut to pieces, woman cut into two, then the baby removed. You see people mutilated, you see people's body parts cut to pieces. These people could not withstand. They had to run away from the meeting. So why are they just starting the reportage today? No, they need to go and dig in and then do more, because there are more that they can do than this. If not, Thunder go visit them for where they did. And that Thunder will go visit them, they do press up. Just like when I hear say fire enter, was it a channel television some time ago, or TVC for Lagos or Abuja? That's how it goes happen small. But it happens small, and I go think say na rat. Now go enter the nozzle of gas. When something happen, because it happens small. Now go to say, Mazi, thank you. Mazi Biafra United, thank you for coming in. We see you there.
There were. Can I say something before I forget, please?
Okay.
All right. Based on what my comrade Sonny is saying, and the video that you just played, the crypto video. First of all, and again, based on what we are talking about concerning the video from AIT, and Sonny made reference of the BBC publication concerning the Zamfara terrorist, aka bandit. I want to share a screen because I normally like to, whenever I say something, I like to bring it to the screen so that Biafran people will see. So you don't feel as if we are sugarcoating anything. Mazugo, kindly bring the screen that I have shared. Thank you. Biafrans, Mazi Sonny just said something about this. And this is not going to end here. This is from the Guardian Nigeria. And this very news was, broadcasted, or this publication was made public on the 28th of July, 2022, which is 11 months today. Now, the headline says terrorism glorification. Federal government to sanction BBC Trust TV. Now, I want you to pick something here. Terrorism glorification. Now, please, I need a small time to analyze this. The Fulani think that they are very, very smart. Yeah, of course, we allow them to be. We allow them, the other ethnic groups in the zoo, allowed the Fulani to look as if they are very smart. What I want you to pick from here, this very one that I have just highlighted, they called it terrorism glorification. Because I want you to remember that Abu, when you want to kill a dog, you first of all give it a bad name in order to hang it. So they said that very publication, that video, that fact-finding video of BBC News from Zamfara when they interviewed the terrorist leader, aka bandit leader. I forgot the name of that guy. Now, excuse me, the federal government led by Fulani tagged it terrorism glorification because they know what they want to do. So now they changed the narrative that it is no longer bringing to the notice of the world of what is going on in Zamfara, in the northern part of the zoo. Rather, it is terrorism glorification. So they now target that they are glorifying terrorists or terrorism, but I don't know how it is terrorism glorification by going there, taking the risk and doing everything possible to bring to the notice of the world what is going on in Nigeria. So instead of them to say, no, we don't want you to be showing the world what we are doing in Nigeria, using terrorism to terrorize the innocent citizens of Nigeria in order to chase them away and take over their ancestral land. Rather, we are going to use indirect way to tarnish the image of the people who came for that, interview, and give it a bad name so that when we are sanctioning them, the Nigerian people and the world will not see us as the bad people here. Rather, they will see BBC as the bad people who come to glorify terrorism. Whereas BBC intention is to bring to the notice of the world what is going on in Nigeria. So now that's why I told you that Fulani thinks that they are very smart, and we allow them to be so. They called it terrorism glorification. Now, in the same vein, like as I told you, it did not end here, so I don't have to go ahead to read, because we all know about this very incident and we know when it happened. Now let's go back. Let's go back here. I want to take you somewhere, and I plead you follow me. Something is happening. Now, look at here now. I want you to look at this place. You see, Nigeria fines broadcasters over BBC bandit documentary. Now, they fine broadcasters for rebroadcasting or retelevising or even showing or uploading that very documentary video made by BBC. You know what? They realized that they could not they were unable to fine BBC or to sanction BBC, as BBC is an international media house. Even though they have branches in the zoo, BBC, but BBC Hausa, BBC Yoruba, and all of them. Yet, it is an international media house, and the BBC belongs to Britain. And Britain is the godfather of the zoo. So it would have drawn a widespread condemnation had they tried to sanction BBC. So because they saw that their power no reached there, they now came down to other local TV houses and broadcasters. And look at it here. That they were fined. They were fined. Fulani government fined broadcasters and other media houses for televising that very documentary video made by BBC News. Now, coming back to the topic at hand. You see, the topic at hand today is that what brought this topic actually. They don't want anybody to talk about what is happening in the north. Because of what? The government itself is the one financing the terrorism going on in the northern part of the zoo. I want to give you an instance.
They are angry that the world is aware that they are killers.
Yeah. Now, I want to give you instance, Biafran people. When they found out that Boko Haram is no longer easy for them to defeat, because they use the Boko Haram to achieve their aim of, first of all, ousting Jonathan Goodluck. Secondly, trying to gaining power back to the north from south. Not just for south, from a Christian southerner. Now, thirdly, is to cause havoc. So when they got the power back, they wanted to push Boko Haram by the side, and they found out that Boko Haram has gone beyond what they could have, controlled. Then the zoo government, led by Fulani, created ISWAP. This is story that is there in the public, but people don't know, and they are not paying attention to that. The Nigerian government created ISWAP, which they confessed through the former military, the former military chief, the one that died in plane crash. They created ISWAP in order to counter Boko Haram. And today, that is the reason why anytime you listen to news, you hear ISWAP. I can get that one also because I always like evidence. Mazi Ugo, kindly remove this one from the screen, please. That is the reason why every time you hear that ISWAP kill 10 Boko Haram members over or in a battle of supremacy. Because of what? The Zoo government created ISWAP to counter Boko Haram when they realized that it is no longer possible to control Boko Haram. You see that? Now, they are very, very comfortable. Very, very comfortable that nobody is talking about what is happening in the north. So that is the reason why it is a welcome development for all these idiotic and stupid media houses of the zoo talking about Eastern Security Network each and every day. So now, when the media house is talking about Eastern Security Network, what do you call that? It is not glorifying what? It's not glorifying agitators. It is not glorifying agitators. That one, they target all manner of names. Now, Mazugo, I don't know, did you remove the screen entirely?
You said I should remove it from the screen. Now remove it.
Yeah. Is it still at the background? If it's not at the background, let me reshare the screen. Is it still at the background?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, good. Thank you. You see, I want you to look at this because when anything we tell you, we bring evidence. They say Boko Haram ISWAP turn on one another as security forces make gains. You see that? No be busted. This is busted. They turn against each other as security forces make gains. So they created ISWAP to use it to fight against Boko Haram because they know that it is impossible for the military and police to stand Boko Haram. So they formed another terrorist organization who also live in the bush and funded it from the purse of Nigeria, from Nigerian purse. They funded ISWAP terrorist group to counter Boko Haram. This is the ideology of Fulani. And they are not comfortable for anybody to report about this. If you dare try report it, you are finished. They will deal with you. They will sanction you. They will penalize you. They will do everything to you. And the Dokubo himself, the Creek Toad, is aware of this. Now he came to camouflage that there is a war in the whole of Nigeria. He now forgot to talk about ISWAP and Boko. He forgot to talk about the ISWAP and Boko Haram. He forgot to talk about the Al-Qaeda in Maghreb. He forgot to talk about the Ansaru. He forgot to talk about the bandits. He forgot to talk about the Fulani headsmen, which is the fourth deadliest terrorist group in the world. He forgot to talk about the Mieti Allah. The Mieti Allah that houses all the 7 terrorist organizations in the northern part of the zoo. He never talked about it. He forgot to talk about the Isba terrorist police in Kano and Sokoto. He jumped, boom, to southeast. That is to show you that he was actually brought in to do what he did. Money has changed hand. And of course, he thought he is doing against us, but he never knew that he is not doing anything. Both the both the government, and even the man in question that he claimed to be his father, Tinubu, he's not doing anything. Because as long as Biafra land is concerned, both Tinubu and the with military, the police, including him and his boys, Asari himself and his boys, the special forces, will never ever have their way in Biafra territory until we exit the zoological republic. Thank you, my comrade, for now.
There were. There were. Mazaraf, are you ready to talk now?
Thank you, my brother. Biafra Unite have really displayed a level of analysis that is like a bombshell. Now, what else can I say? Biafrans, you need to see how systematic these people are, and they think they are wise, but you know you are smarter and you are wiser. You are smarter and you are wiser. Now I saw somebody make a comment, and it is true. Why are they not writing or accusing people of glorifying IPOB with the report of what people are writing about IPOB? Because any little thing in the east, in Biafra land, they will catch. If they catch criminals, even police people, they catch them. They will remove their uniform and wear them uniform with red cloth and take their gun and tie it red cloth and tie Biafra and put it on camera. Why are they not sanctioning people and saying that that is glorifying IPOB? That people should stop glorifying IPOB. People are reporting banditry. News stations are reporting terrorism attacks. They are sanctioning them that it is glorifying terrorism. So people should not know about what the terrorists are doing. Kidnapping of terrorists by terrorists, like the massacre that took place on the railway line from Abuja to Kaduna. People should not have known about it, because when you report it, it is glorifying terrorists. And all of you call yourself Nigerians. A bunch of a nation of ignoramus. A nation of Nderieri. Now they look like Mumu, like Oluku. They're there. Now they say, one Nigeria, we need a new Nigeria, a new election, a new president. They pass law, a useless law, a law that, hey, Chineke, in fact, I don't know, I don't need to talk again. Master Namdekano said, I am tired of broadcasting. Let us go and finish these things off once and for all. Because this thing has been in the news for years now. This is not a new thing. This thing has been in the news for more than 2 years. This stop reporting terrorist attack. It is glorified terrorist. It has been in the news, and Nigerians know about it. And nobody said anything. Nobody said anything about it. But any little thing in Biafra land, they are IPOB, ESN. Mad people everywhere. Mazu, go take over, please.
Hey, Odiegu, we must continue. Well, I don't know. There's let's just see this. I hope it come in.
And your so-called governors, and the and Yoshi, we understand how our South cycle works. I know them very well. When they felt we were together, they couldn't do anything. So they kept waiting. They kept pushing them. They kept giving them money. Go and attack IPOB. Attack what Namdekano is doing. As soon as they started doing it, as soon as world they stood up to say they are no longer part of what we are doing. As soon as the governor started to talk rubbish, you can come to my state, you cannot come to my state. Awasa knew that was the time. And they struck yesterday. That's what I'm waiting for. I keep telling our people they don't understand. You know, my India was a Korean, I know them, I've studied them for many years, I know them. I know how they reason. That is why I can defeat them. And I will always defeat them. Our people are not reasonable enough to understand the threat facing them. They don't know that we are everything happening now I knew in 2012 that is going to happen. The killing happening in the north, I told you August 2009 that it will happen. They called it hate speech. Today they are killing you. There is nobody you can run to or protect you. Tell me here on this earth that you have a governor in the state as you have in Anambra. I will suffer and came in. The governor bombing on the shack. Kill our people in Oswego. He has not said anything. Till now. These are the people they want to come out to vote for them. Now they've been killed by Fulani men dressed in. Meanwhile, have vigilante. When they see IPOB, they start jumping up. Now, Fulani madmen have come to kill you. Where is the vigilante in that village? Where is civil defense in that village? Where is the DPO of that place? Police, where are you? How about the army? How about the navy? How about Air Force? All of these people patrol the roads every day. They patrol every blessed day. Isn't it ironic? Peace Corps, civil defense, police, army, navy, Air Force, vigilante, they all have guns. But nobody saw these killers come and go. I told you so. I said when the time comes, I will say, I told you so. They will keep killing you. When they ask you to come out to vote, they are asking you to vote for a few.
Now, why I play this video is that now there are some things that are flying up and down. They are telling you, come out, nothing that happened. We have to stop, sit at home. There are mounting CCTV cameras. And I come to ask, this CCTV camera, is it going to stop the Fulanese from kidnapping people? Is it going to stop the Fulanese from the ethnic cleansing? Because even yesterday or 2 days ago, Fulanese were doing their best known business in Enugu State. The same Enugu State that they brought in, what is his name? British High Commissioner, to come and establish whatever relationship, diplomacy relationship or diplomatic relationship or friendship or business. But they are not discussing, just as Mazen Nadekalu tell you now, they tell you that they have securities. Ifan Yoba told you, I have security. Ifan Yoba is now bringing out every form of money to sponsor security that cannot even stop a common Fulani man. Security that cannot do anything for you. Mounting CCTV cameras to defend people or to video people that you cannot defend from Fulani coming to take over their land or coming to cleanse their land. So this sit at home, I want us to just use these few minutes to go through this sit at home before we allow their friends to air their views. Maybe we use two minutes. Okay, maybe we use three minutes. Talk about this sit at home and the importance before we go on. So I go start from my immediate right hand. Mazivam. Now you go the ring bell. Now you get the time. Now you go the ring bell low. So not talk past 3 minutes.
I don't even fit talk past more than 1 or 2 minutes because we need to understand the importance of this sit at home. It is very important. There is a voice note I have put in our group. I don't know whether as you go, you saw it. Maybe it will take time for you to play it. I would have wanted you to play that voice note for Biafrans to see how the Okoko called Ifeanyi Oba is planning or strategizing how they will defeat this sit at home, how they will cancel the sit at home. Biafrans, let me tell you, anybody that have taken sit at home as their main wahala, carry them for head to stop it, just know that they are the enemies of your life and the enemies of freedom, because they know the reason why we are sitting at home. They know the reason why Biafrans are sitting at home for over 2 years now is because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been illegally held by the DSS, by the Nigerian government. Now, we have not seen them in any very strong action or a strong demand for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Only word of mouth from here and there. Word of mouth to the extent that elder statesmen, everybody have given their word of mouth. And these marauders, these evil people, have refused to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And now, instead, they are using all these idiots that call themselves Igbo men, Igbo politicians, using them like Ifayoba to distract us from doing the needful. Because each time we sit at home, it is not affecting you, it is affecting them. So if they know it is affecting them, you that is saying that sit at home is not good, put pressure on them. If this sit at home is not good enough for you, these people are sitting at home because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for them. Then, if they tell you no, you ask them, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a criminal? Has he been convicted? Is he supposed to be in prison? Was he not kidnapped? Then why are you holding him? You have no answer for that. And you are telling us to stop sit at home. Thank you very much, my comrades. Mazi
Choose, you have the mic.
Thank you so much, my brother. When it comes to this issue of sit at home, I think we have really preached enough about the sit at home. Just as my brother has said, it is very obvious the reason why we are sitting at home. Every one of us know. And whoever opens his or her mouth to speak against it at home is against the Biafran people. The only way you can keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alive, keep the struggle alive, is sit at home. It is obvious that we don't have any single representation for the Biafran people in this contraption. No single representation. The time has come when we have to speak from the side of strength, not from the side of weakness. Our leaders and elites have been speaking from the side of weakness, begging, even when they know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed a crime. And the most annoying thing is that each time you open your mouth and you beg for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are making him guilty. Each time you open your mouth and you beg to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are actually making him guilty. Or you say, have mercy on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you're actually making him guilty. Because he's not guilty. An innocent man that has been held captive. You have to speak from the side of strength and demand for his unconditional release. That is exactly what we should do. And that is what the Biafran people are doing. Don't allow anybody to come and tell you this or that. And these people, we have told them time with that number. Our Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile, have said it. If you want to stop the sit at home, you know what to do. Immediately Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released, automatically the sit at home ceases. So if you are sincere and you want to speak for the Biafrans, you want to speak on behalf of Biafran, your main worries and objectives should be, how are you going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And it is not by begging. Nobody has gotten anything on behalf of Biafra for begging. You can't get anything by begging. Nothing. There's nothing you can achieve by begging. Let alone when you know that the person we are talking about has not committed any crime. There's no court in the world where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been found guilty. It doesn't exist. United Nations have said, let him go. The enemy's court have unanimously agreed that this man committed no offense. Allow him to go. And yet they're holding him. And all you have to do is to come and beg. Speak from the side of weakness. You cannot free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that way. You cannot get your freedom that way. The time has come when we have to speak from the side of strength. And the strength lies on the people, not on those who are working for the caliphate. Anybody that comes out to tell you, don't sit at home, is working for the caliphate. And check them, look at them. Every single one of them that is complaining, they are complaining about the revenue, the money they make. Even the traders are not even complaining. The ordinary Biafrans are not complaining. Each time they are after that money that they steal from you. They say they make billions. Okay, just ask yourself, that billions they have lost from that 2 years now that we've been sitting at home, what difference have he made from what you have been seeing and what you're seeing now? What difference? The only place you see the difference in their pockets, and that's why they're crying. The difference is shown in their pocket. Even if you give them double of that billion they say they're losing on every Monday, you will not see the reflection of anywhere. This is the only thing we have in our hand to make a statement. Anybody that tells you that you shouldn't sit at home, that person is an enemy. And don't wait for anybody to beg you. Do not wait for our prime minister to beg you. Don't wait for the media to come and beg you. It is a responsibility that we must all carry. And remember, while you want to disobey, remember, the man in the creek is on the loose. He has said it openly, and he brandished his AK-47, seeking for every opportunity to attack. So when you are trying to disobey the sit at home, always have it in your mind that if you decide to pay the ultimate sacrifice by yourself, you have yourself to be blamed. It is a script they have played over and over again. Whenever we say sit at home, they come behind to blackmail Biafrans. And when we were saying it initially, people didn't believe us. They thought it was a made-up story. Until the man in the creek came before the whole world and announced that he has been the one in charge of the insecurity in the southeast, more especially. He is still there. He's still on the loose. He is still on the loose, working for the governors, working for the president. So if you decide to listen otherwise or do otherwise or come out in this very sit at home, you have yourself to blame. Don't blame anybody. The only responsibility we have is to alert you, give you the necessary information you need to have. Make sure you are carried along. But whereby you choose otherwise, we can't help you. We can only help the horse. Take the horse to the river, but you cannot force the horse to drink the water. But it doesn't matter. Either you sacrifice your life or you don't. Biafra will come. Just like Mazen Nandekano said, if you think it is that your hotel you build in the street of Kano, if you think it is that your business that where you are making 2 naira, that will make us to change our direction and sell the right of 70 million people because of you, you are a joker. To save yourself, join the sit at home. It is for your own benefit. The more you obey the sit at home, the more you prepare yourself and ready to raise the flag of Biafra. It is going to happen. Whether you support or you don't support, Biafra will come. And it's coming with a speed. Thank you, my brother.
There were. Martin Sonny did there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't show.
You hear what you would have talked before, Abi?
Yes, I hear, even as I am a bit busy, but I hear.
Okay, you
So,
have your 3 minutes before
Biafrans, when Ifeanyi Uba or Ifeanyi, whatever his name is making video or audio and telling you people to ignore Sitato. It is the same way that, what is his name? This fat musician. What was his name again?
Ifeanyi, Anyi Don.
The same way Anyi Don was making his own. And then he went to whether in a bar or whether in a restaurant or where they were having a concert. He was circulating money that was given to him by politicians to encourage them, don't go out, don't do this, do that, forget about these people. But he did not consider how many people were killed. Until when we were here on this same platform, opening his eyes and dissecting it for him to know that the person where they kill say he did for him backyard. That time he come begin to do crocodile tears. Biafrans that are listening to Ifeanyi Uba or all the political juggernauts or criminals that have been used by the Fulani terrorists to massacre your mothers, your sisters, your brothers, and your fathers. Because to every Fulani terrorist that invades Biafra land, never develop wings from Futajalon or Senegambia or Mali or Kaduna or Abuja to find itself inside Biafra land. No. It is the meeting that you hear of, Southeast Governors Meeting. Southeast Governors Security Meeting. Inside that meeting, you have the bishops, you have the pastors, you have the reference, you have the Ohanezes, you have the chiefs, you have the traditional rulers and whatever you can describe them. You have the governors, you have the senators, you have the ministers. Anything that has to do with leadership that is serving for one Nigeria, they are part and parcel of that meeting. And they concur to whatever resolution that they reach in that meeting. That is why at times you see us hitting hard on the religious leaders, because for some of them that partake in those meetings, they are the cause of the massacre of the children in Biafra land. And most of them also are also accomplices in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So when they are telling you, ignore IPOB, ignore this, ignore that, ask them what have they achieved in the one Nigeria that they have been canvassing for since 1960 to this very day. Ask them that they have tried to please the Fulanis by even going to go and remove Ahmadu Bello from inside detention when he wanted to die, so that they will have a good name of the best people that try to unite one Nigeria. 1937, when Ahmadu Bello now came out, he now spat on their faces and then told them that every Easterner should not even be regarded. They should be knocked out. They should allow everything to enter Fulani man hand, because we cannot cohabit together, we cannot allow. But these people are telling you, go, go, go. We don't want you. You're forcing yourself on them. Now, the only man that came out and said, we must end the massacre, you people connive and then kidnap him and lock him up. Today, they are not going to go and do anything to release MNKO. You are seeing Ohaneze Ndibo, Iwanyanwu, with his big belly, with others, wearing Ishaku. And now, the Ishaku has now become Ishewu. Ishewu. It is no more Ishaku again. Because the Agu was talking about a lion, a leopard, a gallant something that is fearless. But now what you see is women in the clothes of men. So you now see that the Ishaku now and our red cap is being given to every white monkey. Every white monkey that they see in one Nigeria that come to carry out genocide, you now see Ishaku on it. You now see the red cap. The traditional red cap of our ancestry is now on the head of the ambassador of UK, who have aided and abetted the killings of Biafrans and the entire people in one Nigeria. These are the people that our elders and leaders are celebrating. You celebrate the people that dig your grave. While Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is using their British passport is in detention. And you did not ask the ambassador, why is it that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is using your passport and is in detention, then you are coming to Southeast to come and inaugurate us to be working for a viable Nigeria? Why don't you go and start your viability from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release, who is using your passport? Why are you so inhumane? They could not ask those questions because they are not actually wearing the Ishaku as the name implies. They are wearing Ishewu. Ewu, ewu, ewu. A woman.
Ishiawo.
Okay, Ishiawo. A woman is shouting from Italy, Prime Minister of Italy, that the currency that Africans are using has been colonized by France for over 64 years. And that till today, they are paying tax to France because of using even that currency. And then they are excavating what? Their natural resources in Congo, Burkina Faso, and every other places. And then yet, all this money, they see send 50-something% back to France. That
now, France, they get a water for the past few days now. Water.
As is on Ndewo.
Ndewo, Marty, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We learned that our PM is live, so we have to round up immediately. Biafra Unite, I beg you, use 3 minutes, or if you can use less, and say something about the sit at home, so we can. You did there?
Yes, I did here. Okay, thank you. I will be very, very brief, just as you have announced that our PM is live already, so that we can join him. Now, Biafran people, I want you to understand something. Anytime they tell you that we have put security in place, I have said this before, and I want to say it again. Fulani does not care about your security. Fulani doesn't care.
You see them? The media
As
team.
long as you are Biafran,
They're already 2 hours. Yeah,
Fulani sees you as a threat. Have you asked yourself, why is it that after the so-called civil war, which we all know is the most gruesome and ethnic cleansing ever witnessed in the world? That is what happened during 1967 to 1970 genocidal war. After that war, when it was announced that no victor, no vanquish, the Zoo military of Fulani extraction gathered Igbo men, Igbo youths in Asaba, and massacred all of them. Only one man survived it. Only one man, and that man is a king today. Now, how can this Fulani secure you? How could they give you security? If you go to, if you come to, where do I have to start? If you come to Imo State today, the commissioner of police in Imo State is a Fulani man. If you go to Anambra State, they have changed a cheng to one Wale. If you go to Enugu State, you have another Fulani man there. In Imo State, you have Mohammed Barade. That is Imo State Police Commissioner, a Fulani man. How can a Fulani man secure you in Imo State? I don't understand how that is possible. If you go to Anambra State, they have changed a cheng to one Yoruba man. If you go to Akwa Ibom State, you get another Fulani man who is called Usman, Olatoye Durosimi. That is the police commissioner of Akwa Ibom State. How can he give you security? If you go to Delta State, the former one was Idris Haruna, a Fulani man, and they just changed him just a couple of weeks ago and brought in another man called Wale Abbas, a Yoruba man. How can these people give you security? What happened to Igbo police, top police officers in the zoo? Why wouldn't they give them make them police commissioner? And they make Fulani a police commissioner who will give order to go and shoot at sight. And you want to take order from them? And talking about CCTV, it is not a new thing. We also have CCTV on our own. But I also want to let them know, those who are installing CCTV, that during the time of Herzegovina and the Serbia war, just happened the other day, they all have CCTV. So it is not a new thing. What we know is that there will be total shutdown of Biafra territory. And we will keep our eyes on the ball and never allow whatever they are shenanigans to distract us. Thank you, my people.
Thank you. We have to quickly close the program now so that who can stream our Prime Minister can quickly stream our Prime Minister. I want us to remember that tomorrow, being 1st of July, is fundraising. We must not forget. We must not forget. You know, to me, announcing the fundraising is like just beating around the bush, because it's something we know now. I've said it before that every Saturday now is fundraising. So there's no point of announcing it. For myself, left for me, making these banners is needless. because it's something we know that we should do, that we must do, that we have to do. So let us remember tomorrow. Join, and there is in Government in Exile website. Go there, you can pay your tax from $5. You pay $5 anytime you have. You pay $5. I paid last week. I paid again this week. $5. Before you know it, every week, anytime you see $5 for your pocket, you pay. Anytime you see, you pay. Before you know it, you don't pay plenty. So that is how it works. So we must do everything to bring this Biafra to come. We need this Biafra. We need this freedom. So my people, okay, Battle Cry, I beg, you have 1 minute. Okay, so my people, we have to call it a day for now, or we say bye for now. Let us go and see immediately our Prime Minister comes alive. So we join. So I will say bye for now. Anybody wants anything, because now go with the go so.
No, end it so that we'll connect. Mazugo will come back on this same link to stream it.
Yeah, Zoo is panicking. They are panicking. I love it. They are panicking. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. We are live and we are direct. They are panicking. Zoo is panicking. Zoo is panicking. It is the truth. I tell you the truth. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're holding my life, you take it. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.